government now says classes at Hillside Endarasha Academy will resume after the burial of the 21 pupils who died in the fire tragedy. This was the parents and family members of the 21 boys who died from the fire incident at the Hillside Endarasha Academy continue to wait for the DNA matching results. As Clement Masombo reports, the government continues to lay down plans for the requiem mass and burial of the victims. All right, I understand that story will be coming your way in just but a few, highlighting the preparations even as the DNA testing is ongoing. But that story was a source of our BQ. On the back of that update from Hillside Endarasha Academy, where the government is setting the burial date and the requiem mass date as well, tonight we will not be asking you a question on our BQ. It will no doubt take a long time before the names of the victims are forgotten. I was there for 4 days straight, covering the tragedy for you, and I saw firsthand the devastation and pain from those affected, and even those who just dropped by the school to sympathize and condole with the families. In solidarity with the school fraternity, tonight we ask you to send a short message of encouragement and empathy to the parents, the teachers, and the relatives of the 21 young victims of the dormitory fire. Please share with us your message to a toll-free number 22151. We'll be reading out to those affected at the tail end of this live newscast. Feel free to tag us on X using the hashtag Newsline at @TheJesseRogers at KTN News KE. All right, let's take a look at that report that was prepared by Clement Masombo touching on the preparations thus far in regards to the Hillside Endarasha Academy tragedy. Listen in.
Candidates from Hillside Endarasha Academy who were set to sit for the CAPSA assessment will now have to wait until after the burial of their 21 schoolmates who perished in a fire incident. According to Central Region Acting Commissioner Pius Murugu, plans are underway to hold the burial next week.
Actually, at the moment, we cannot be able to open the school without burying the victims. So that is why we have made it as soon as possible. By next week, we shall be able to conclude the burial arrangements for everybody, so that now, after 1 week, the other week, we shall be able to see how the school will be reopened afresh. And the burial tumeweka next week. We must be able to complete everything by next week.
Speaking to the media on Tuesday after stakeholders meeting, Murugu confirmed that the school has been cleared as a crime scene and handed back to its management.
If the investigations at the scene, that is at the school scene, they are over. And the school has already been released to the management of the school so that they can be able now to organize for the reopening of the same. At the moment, what is happening, all the evidence which has been collected by the DCI, they have now gone to analysis of the same, and within the shortest time possible, they will be able to bring up a report when they collect all the information which they have got. As you know, there are several agencies which were involved in the investigations of the same: Ministry of Public Works, Public Health Department, and a lot of government agencies.
A requiem mass for the 21 students will be held at Mwiga Stadium in Kenya constituency next week, with the exact date to be announced after final meeting on Friday. Clement Masombo, KTN News.
After the break, we tell you why